Hi. So while doing the GS paper 1, we also need to start with GS paper 2, that is CSAT for prelims examination. So we need to start for it. While I make you a little bit orientation about what is the CSAT paper all about, what are the areas we are going to cover in our daily mailers, and how we are going to approach it, I would only suggest here that this is practice, practice, and more practice. Even though it sounds that if you are aware that the paper 2 is a qualification paper in nature, that is 33% minimum marks are required. Still many people have faltered in the past, bit of confidence, bit of overconfidence. Uh, the only ones who have crossed through have done a bit of strategy, like you practicing it regularly and not leaving it for the last day. So we will do it also in our session. So with that, I'll start for today's orientation, a bit of orientation about this paper. Now, CSAT, is the most challenge. CSAT or Civil Services Examination is most challenging examination, and here there in the first stage, it is called preliminary stage. We have two papers: paper one, General Studies, and paper two, General Studies paper two, which is popularly known as CSAT. Now, the purpose of CSAT is designed to assess candidates' comprehension and analytical skills, as well as their ability to solve problems and interpret data. The CSAT paper is a qualifying paper, meaning that candidates need to score a minimum qualifying marks in this paper to be eligible for the mains exam. This paper is not considered for final merit ranking. However, it is crucial to clear the CSAT paper, as failing to do so will disqualify you from appearing the mains exam. Now, this paper is also uh, comprises topics such as comprehension, reasoning, decision making, and basic numeracy. It is designed to test your ability to think critically, analyze information, and solve problems effectively. So, what is the syllabus all about? So, there is a syllabus which is mentioned in the UPSC notification, which says that uh, for paper 2, 200 marks, duration 2 hours, comprehension, interpersonal skills, including communication skills, logical reasoning, and analytical ability, decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, basic numeracy, numbers and their relations, orders of magnitude, etc. Class 10th level, data interpretation through charts, graphs, tables, data sufficiency, etc. Class 10th level. Now, paper 2 of the Civil Services Preliminary Examination will be a qualifying paper with this minimum qualifying marks fixed at 33%. The questions will be of multiple choice objective types. It is mandatory for the candidate to appear in both the papers of Civil Services Prelims Examination for the purpose of evaluation. Therefore, a candidate will be disqualified in case he or she doesn't appear in both papers of Civil Services Prelim Examination. So this is directly from the notification. So if you understand, we need around 67 marks, 33% of 200 marks, 33.3% of 200 marks, around 67 marks to qualify for the paper 2. In that regards, your preparation should not be for the border of 67 marks only, but as much as you can score. So coming back to the various syllabus, so the pattern of exam might change. I wouldn't say this will be fixed, but it has been seen that comprehension of English language, which includes reading comprehension, paragraph completion, summary, and writing logical reasoning, comprises around 50 marks. Quantitative aptitude, basic arithmetic, numbers, data interpretation, etc., went up around 25 marks. Analytical reasons and logical reasoning, that around 25 marks. Now, this may be question also, the pattern changes actually. So, I wouldn't go to be fixed on that. So there are certain do's and don'ts for the CSAT paper because we are doing self study. So you have to practice previous year's papers, develop time management skills. You need to do it every day actually. Focus on comprehension and reasoning abilities. Work on basic quantitative aptitude, and if you're not getting something, try to understand why you're not getting rather than panicking. There might be times that you may not agree with the explanation given with the questions behind the uh, answers, question paper, practice paper. Try to search it properly, ask the mentor, or you can ask us if you are a part of the subscription program, and we'll try to help you. And I'll also tell you how we are going to approach it. So, on the don'ts, you're an engineer from IIT or maybe from some other college, or you are a BSc maths, you had PCM in class 12, scored well. As per the historical records, you might be very good at, you may with the CSAT thing, aptitude test, and thinking that I'll crack it any which way. Don't try to, feel that ways. It will be this kind of arrogancy works against every time in every subject. And then you have the love for numbers. I love numbers. I'm going to crack it. This kind of attitude also doesn't work because overall it is not just about numerical ability but an aptitude test paper. Then you see, because it's qualifying in nature, just have to correct 33%. I'll do some guessing and I'll pass. All these activities is not going to help. Practice is the major activity. So our daily approach will be that you as a subscription you get, which is absolutely free. You get your preparation on your inbox, what is to be done for the day, the learning video, and practice papers. So from now onwards, we will include the CSAT part as well. So you will get, apart from your paper one topics, you'll also get some paper two topics for practice. You have to practice. We will also give you practice papers, and the practice papers, all the explanation of practice paper will be there on the video links. So you can actually go through, and any challenge you have apart from that, you can reach out to us through WhatsApp, audio record, or email, or or schedule a session on one-on-one as per your requirement. Now, I'm going to also share you a document today where you'll have the syllabus pattern, what exactly what is going to cover, what is the consistent practice we need to make. Time management, yes, as I mentioned, we're starting from today, so we need to be very, very effective in practice. Practice is what is more important, and get the right level of questions. Now you are talking about some topic and reading at a very subpar level material, which is not at par with the UPSC level. While you might think you have completed, but honestly, it won't work out like that. So certainly, once you start doing, we'll understand more on this. What are the tips for high scoring? Here it is like you need to find your strength areas and work the paper with your strength area. That will differ person to person, but mostly it is considered that because you are going to read a lot of newspapers, new lot of books, reading comprehension would be definitely a stronger area. Then your reasoning skills, because of the various ways you are preparing for paper one, and certain basic arithmetic ability. So in our program, it's just an email program. So you keep on getting it through email in your foundation program, which is there in your www.elevateias.com, where now you have to just subscribe and you get daily mails with activities to be done. You can continue doing that. Now I will take you to the syllabus breakup, how we are going to cover, what we are going to cover. So in basic numeracy, we will cover number system, LCM and HCF, rational numbers and ordering, square roots and cube roots, averages, set theory, decimal fractions, ratio and proportion, simplification, number system, surds and indices, divisibility rules, percentages, remainder theorem, probability, trains, time, speed and distance, boats and stream, time and work, partnership, simple interest, compound interest, mensuration and area, 2D and 3D shapes, time and distance, profit and loss, work and wages, pipes and cisterns, permutation and combinations, alligation and mixtures, geometry. In general mental ability, we'll get some mathematical puzzles, patterns, bar charts, statements and conclusion, cubes and dice, deriving conclusions, syllogism, inserting the missing character, eligibility test, analytical reason, statement and assumption, cause and effect, calendars, statements and arguments, table charts, clocks, situation reaction tests, pie chart, number ranking, time sequence tests, and arithmetical reasoning. Logical reasoning will cover an analytical ability, analogy, classification, series, coding, decoding, blood relations, seating arrangement, logical Venn diagram, direction sense test, and mathematical operations, series classification. Analogy. In data interpretation and data sufficiency, we'll talk about table charts, pie charts, bar charts, arithmetic reasoning and data sufficiency, alphabet test, coding, and decoding. Now, to be very frank, practice is what I mentioned. You need to have your own pen and paper ready for practicing the paper, and you need to also see that wherever you find a fault, you are able to get it clear from the standard textbooks or standard books or internet and get your concept as clear as possible. So these areas are something which is derived by analyzing, from 2011, CSAT has been included in paper, UPSC paper. So we have derived that from that. Apart from that, UPSC also includes aptitude test in various other exams as well of its exam. So we also have understood that at least have a wider practice of the UPSC level. So you will get that all in your email program. So start practicing. Let's keep on preparing. All the best. Thank you. And all the details of whatever you need are there in this description of the YouTube as well. Please, you can reach out on that as well. Thank you.